I'll just say exactly what's on my mind right now, which I've been doing NoFap for 40 something odd days as an experiment, and it's a fun experiment to see all the emotions that arise. Now, most people have, like most men have, by the male body, and the biological innate desire is to reproduce. And times have changed, so the body says, oh, when I look at this phone or electronic screen, and the person who is in control of the body, and like when the person like rubs his hand on his meat, then he gives me what I want. He ejaculates. He maybe has a kid, or he has that closeness with the adult actress on the screen, right? So in the people who are addicted to porn and masturbation's mind, that they're getting their needs met there, their sexual desire needs met there. That's where they're getting it met. And some people are okay with it for the time being, until, a void develops in their heart and they start feeling a little bit empty. And so they say, okay, I'm done watching porn, I'm done masturbating. So they stop that. The next thing they do is now they seek relationships. And they seek a girl so that he can do it with the girl. Because on no Diddy shit, you're better friends, you have better connection with your friends. Like as a guy, you have better connection with your friends. What's the difference between your friend and the girl? Simply intimacy. That's it. You're not gonna do that with your guys, bro. So that's the only difference, is the intimacy aspect. So the next thing that you pursue girls. In order to get your nut off, in order to get the biological urge. That's it. Now, you do that for a little bit, and you're like, no. I don't want that. I don't want to pursue girls. So you stop pursuing girls, and you just allow the sexual energy to formulate and come up. Now, the girls will come to you. The girls will come to you. Every girl will come to you. And the desirable ones will come to you. The good ones will come to you now. The pure ones will come to you now. And they'll come to you when you abstain from pursuing and abstain from releasing. They'll come to you now. Again, deep world, like nature programming. Like, you cannot outrun nature. So the most beautiful girls, the most aligned girls with your personality, everything that you former once was, that you're trying to abstain from, will present themselves in your face when you abstain. And you may indulge in that. If you can abstain and not indulge and not get entangled in it, then I would consider you an enlightened man. But definitely people who practice human retention or no fap, if they don't fap, they're gonna get a girl eventually. And it'll be a good girl if they don't fap. Or they may get entangled in pursuing girls. So they'll pursue with their sexual desire, and they might get in a trap with that type of energy girl. Or if they completely abstain from pursuing, a good girl will pop up in their life, and then they'll get entangled with that. Even though it's a good life, they'll get entangled with it. So that's essentially what happens in nature. You can't outrun nature. It will try its hardest to make you live in the nature. So same thing with success. If you can abstain from absolutely everything, then everything will want to come your way. Everything will want to come your way. It's not necessarily that it will come your way, okay? It's not necessarily that a girl's going to walk right in front of you. That's not always the case. But the potency of your energy will be so intense. The moment one thought just slips into your mind, Everything comes your way. You won't even know. You'll just be ending up in certain situations, places, circumstances, conditions. You don't know how the fuck you got there. So that's essentially what's gonna happen. I'm not even trying to this is no belief. This is just the reality of the situation. This is what happens. But the true thing is, you always come back to, I don't know. That's the way you look at it. Just say you don't know. And if you keep saying you don't know, you may not be able to attach to anything. You may not attach to anything. So where's my current perspective? Well, I'm dealing with the energy of pursuing a girl. And through innate biological ways to succeed, to become successful, so I can get the girl. So I have a little bit of conscious awareness in this aspect where I don't just want any girl, because ones with negative personalities are more entangling and harder to deal with. So the man, the body, the human, the man, he'll go out, become successful, and level himself up so he can get a better girl. This is just what happens. So the man is funny, bro. The man is funny, bro. And then, what else? Aside from all that stuff, aside from relationships, there is a space, a dimension of energy, a dimension of experience that is beyond relationships. If you ever meditated, done pranayama, exercised, had fun, you are in this state where you are thinking about relationships. Those meditative states that you feel elevated. You're fully in the moment with whatever you're doing. If you practice meditation or do Kriya Yoga, some form of Kriya, pranayama, then you know what it's like to be in a state where you don't desire anything. You simply are. Thing is, you can't stay there, but you know what I'm saying. And I was writing in my journal earlier, if someone is truly in that present state, no mumbo jumbo, no identifications of body, they're just here now, right? If they want to pursue or be involved with sexual relations and relationship, they don't need it. But if they want to, they can. It's like a kid walking to the park and playing in the park for the first time. He was okay playing in the house with his toys and his rubber ball in the house. He was ecstatic. He loved it. But he heard about this thing called the park. And so he went to go check it out and he had fun. So same thing. If you're always in the present realness state, a dimension beyond relationships, if you're always there, then you can get involved with things like relationship and basically anything and look at it anew and fresh. And so something even like sexual intercourse or, something even like that. Normally people get entangled by it, meaning they get it and they crave it and then they can't live without it. It's just only thing on their mind. They just can't live without it. They can't. In their mind, it's so identified with the feeling that it gave them. That is entanglement, but to the person who's illumined, he's here, he doesn't need it. But if his wife comes up and says, hey, I want to do this, he says, let's do it. And once it's over, he doesn't need it. He's simply here, full of contentment, a peace, a still, a calm, a no fluctuation. But if the wife says, I want to do this, he can say no and be at ease. He can say yes and be at ease. In this present moment realness, beyond fluctuation, beyond I need this and I need that and I need this in my life and am I gonna die one day? I'm gonna be alive and my life and I need to do this and this goal and this person and me and I'm so sad and blah blah blah. Past all that stuff. He's there. And so he can get involved with sexual intimacy and never be entangled by it. He can get himself entangled in it and then detangle himself back to this present moment realness. So that is the dimension that everybody wants. That present moment realness. And living in the world is about getting involved with stuff, but not letting it tangle you to the point where I need it, or else I'm not alive, or else I can't live without it. So for me, my true thing is to be like that. And I'm going to end off with this note. If you ever have any confusion, if you're trying to find some answer to any problem and any issue, the one truth is the stillness, the silence. When your mind becomes still, your body becomes still, and you reside in that stillness. I just heard somebody else find that out, but you reside in that stillness. That is the one truth. Everything else is an illusionary fluctuation of, but if I do this and it goes, but maybe it's like this, and if I live this way and if I be happy here, all these things are illusionary fluctuations. But the present moment stillness, realness, non-fluctuation is simply complete in and of itself. Nothing else needed be upon it. And when this becomes your natural state, you may be able to do anything and never get entangled. You can do anything you want. You can even be mean. Anyways, that's all I have to say.